Whatever your role is in logistics, the movement of freight in the urban environment is key. Welcome to A Week in Trucks, sponsored by Daf Trucks. We're here at Freight in the City Expo 2016 to hear all about the issues facing the industry. The opening ceremony is just about to start, so let's see what's going on.
We need to come up with ways of tackling the impact of freight on air quality, on road safety and on traffic congestion.
Val Shawcross, Deputy Mayor of London, has declared Freight in the City Expo 2016 open. Let's go and join the crowds and take a look around. That was a pretty fiery speech there from Val Shawcross, opening Freight in the City Expo 2016. Yeah, of course, she said she recognises the role that freight plays in keeping London alive. But she also laid down the gauntlet to this industry. What did she say? She told us that she wants to reduce road miles. She said she recognises that there's a challenge for some operators. She wants badly designed lorries off the roads. She says we've got to get serious about consolidation. There were some examples that she used. We know and we've heard previously about that direct Vision Standard that the Mayor announced. We'll come back to that later. I'm going to do a special sequence on that shortly. She told us about the ultra low emission zone. By 2019, that's now coming in. They've got a mandate from the people of London. They want this to change. HGVs coming into the greater London area will be hit with the so-called T-charge. More details to follow. There's a consultation going on around that. She's talked about diesel scrappage. So there might be some benefit to operators that may be supported by the government. And then she's talked about retiming deliveries to the less congested times of the day. She was very clear. She said afternoon and evenings. Nothing about nighttime deliveries. You know how popular nighttime deliveries are amongst the Londoners. There is a big issue here for the industry. She recognises the challenges, blah, blah, blah. Industry's got to get its act together. Let's talk to Phil Moon, our old friend from Daf Trucks. Phil, I thought that was a pretty spiky presentation from Val Shawcross, talking about three key issues.
Absolutely, yeah. Some really key challenges there, some really key points she made. We as manufacturers are used to having to respond to the requirements of our customers and of the markets, and we're going to have to listen to that, of course. But we've got to really bear in mind the practicalities of our trucks. As we go forward, we've got to make sure that we don't lose sight of the fact that the truck's got to be used on a day-to-day basis. So whatever changes we might make to the trucks in the future, we've got to make sure that they can work on off-road, in city, out of the city, interurban and regional and long-distance distribution. So some key challenges, some of which we're already working on and addressing, others which we'll maybe need to adapt our future thinking for.
So let's spend a little bit of time analysing this whole issue of the direct Vision Standard. The Mayor is very keen on it. So work commissioned by Transport for London, carried out by TRL, has analysed where the accidents are on vehicles involving cyclists and other vulnerable road users. And the stats tell us that it's down here on the left-hand side of the vehicle when the vehicle is turning left, and also here across the front of the vehicle. Usually this occurs with vulnerable road users, particularly elderly pedestrians, where the vehicle's moved off before the pedestrian has cleared the vehicle. So that's the issue that's facing the industry. The Direct Vision Standard then seeks to rate vehicle cabs by the amount of direct vision from 0 being bad, to 5 stars, 5 being good. And this, the Dennis Eagle Elite 6, is considered a 5-star vehicle. This, along with the Mercedes Iconic, would be the two major vehicles that one would expect at this stage to be 5-star rated. Val Shawcross in her presentation this morning was very clear that the industry is now being consulted on this, but the expectation is that by January 2020, 0-starred vehicles won't be allowed in central London. And by 2024, your vehicle will have to be 3 stars or above in order to deliver in central London. Back to Phil Moon at DAF to see what the manufacturers say.
The direct vision standards will have a big impact on today's fleet and the future fleets as well. With 35,000 vehicles that are estimated to have 0 stars, those vehicles will be banned from the city streets from 2020, and that will affect today's fleets an awful lot.
Direct vision is definitely the way forward. I'm a little bit apprehensive in how quick Sadiq Khan wants to bring it in. I think the manufacturers need to step up to the plate a little bit quicker than us as operators because we're restricted with what we can actually purchase.
So that's direct vision. Val Shawcross was also quite keen to talk about retiming deliveries, consolidation centres, looking to get vehicles in the city at the best times so that they can be more efficient, reducing the road miles. That's going to mean consolidation, it's going to mean collaboration. I've got Colin Ferguson here. Colin's the CEO at Route Monkey, one of the industry leaders in optimisation. Give us an update of what's going on.
Yeah, so in addition to doing the optimisation for fleets in the UK, we've expanded that out through an initiative in Paris at COP21, which is working with Nestle, Michelin, UPS to share freight in a way that's not been done before. So rather than optimise the individual fleets, we're looking holistically at all the fleets and where they can share data to generate efficiencies, savings, reduce miles and reduce carbon footprint.
Thanks, Colin. There's a whole session of the seminars dedicated to retiming and quiet deliveries. Sessions from Ashford's, Geodis, DHL and Route Monkey, all looking at different approaches to this wholly important issue. So we've done safety via the direct Vision Standard. We've done consolidation through the retiming piece. We've heard what Route Monkey are doing in that area. And finally now we look at air quality.
The ultra-low emission zone will have a big impact on today's vehicle fleet. However, our new vehicles are already Euro 6 compliant, so operators buying new vehicles can be confident that it will meet the requirements going forward. And importantly, they will deliver the right air quality. Diesel heavy-duty emission standards for Euro 6 are incredibly draconian, more so than they are for cars, and they are delivering very low tailpipe emissions, so they will solve the problem.
Electric has clearly got a big part to play in improving the air quality in the urban environment. I'm here on the stand of EMOS, our international exhibitor. They're based in central Holland. Their UK operation is in Market Harborough. Vernon Edwards is here with me. He's the business development manager with the company. Vernon, what's Freight in the City mean to you and how can you contribute to this whole air quality improvement issue?
Well, first of all, we only develop all electric vehicles. We can offer a range from 7.5 tonne up to 28 tonne on rigids and drawbars, and we've just developed a 50-tonne tractor unit with a range extender, which will give you an operational range of around 900 kilometres. What I have found in my tour in the UK is that it's not just London, it's now other cities are waking up to the fact that low emissions is the main call.
So that's it from me at Freight in the City 2016. Loads of good discussions here, some great new products on show. The industry has got lots of challenges ahead if it's going to hit these urban logistics targets that's been set by the Mayor. But I know this industry's up for it. Thanks for watching.